What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? Detroit, it's your girl, Zsa Zsa, and you are tuning in, listening to Yeah, I Said It. You already know, because before I take it back, what I'm going to do, I'm going to add more to it. And I know you heard me the first time. I'm super duper excited because, as you know, each and every Thursday, I talk about us having the activities of our limbs. We ain't in nobody's jail. We ain't in nobody's we ain't in nobody's jail and we ain't in nobody's hospital. And listen, if you're tuning in, you're listening to Yeah, I Said It. And before I take it back, y'all already know what I'm going to do. I'm going to add more to it. And I know y'all heard me the first time. It's Thankful Thursdays. You're listening to Yeah, I Said It. It's your girl, Zsa Zsa. And when I tell you I'm so super duper grateful because A, we're still celebrating Black History Month, and B, as we continue to see what type of community and what type of world we're living in Black History Month. And I don't know about you, but I'm feeling real disrespected on Black History Month because, and if you're tuning in, I'm talking all about Black Love Matters. I got my Black Lives Matter shirt on today because I'm disturbed at the magnitude of disrespect that our people continuously get. Good afternoon, that our families have to go through and our kids have to go through. And it's one thing for us to have to deal with COVID, and it's another thing for us to have to deal with our own personal issues. But then when you start adding somebody else's issues to your issues, that don't add up. So if you're tuning in, you're listening to Yeah, I Said It. I'm talking all about Black Love Matters. You love me or you love me not. See, when I was a kid, we used to get these little flowers in the grass, and they would call them like dandelions as they grow older, and they turn into these little white little flowers. And I would take those little flowers, and I know y'all did it too. You would take those flowers and you would make a wish, and you would blow on those flowers, or you would take a flower and you would pull it apart. He loves me not. She loves me not. But that's a real question. And I'm in a season in my life where either you love me or you love me not. Because when we're fighting, not just with our own issues and our own demons and our own situations and our own struggles, when you're dealing with your own stuff, you don't have time to be trying to figure out, are you for me or are you against me? Are we doing this marriage or are we not doing this marriage? Are we working on a partnership or are we not working on a partnership? Do you love me still or do you need to get away and get your space? Because see, sometimes we end up having emotions that we didn't even anticipate having. Imagine you having a great day and your boo, right? Your day popping and your boo day ain't. Okay? What happens when your day going well and their day is not? Sometimes that energy gets transferred into those relationships. And now you got attitude. You didn't even have an attitude at first. They had the attitude and now it's carried on into you. Like your children. When your children come in, my son growing up, he would draw me little pictures during Valentine's Day. And as a mother and as a father, as a parent in general, sometimes them pictures don't be all that, they be a little rough, right? But they your kids. And when your kids bring you a picture, the first thing you say is, "Oh, that's cute. You did a great job." But you looking at the stick figure formula paperwork and you looking like, wow, my child. But you don't discourage them. You don't discourage them. You show them the love and encouragement that they need to get to the next level. Now, their picture may not have been Picasso, right? It may not have been a European hit, but you knew that it was made with love. You knew that macaroni string necklace that your babies made you, or your little cousin or your little family made you, it was made with love. And see, I'm in a season in my life, either you love me or you love me not. Either you gonna show me real love or don't show me no love at all. I don't even want the fake love because the fake love is dangerous. See, a lot of us play that fine gray line with love. I had a relative the other day tell me that he loved me, and I said, you can't love me because if this is the love you giving out, I want a refund. I don't want that love. I don't want no love that's going to cause me to feel any type of way about me and what I got going on in my life. If I got to question your type of love that you say you got for me, I don't want it. You love me, but you going to cheat on me? I don't want it. You love me, but you going to beat me up and attack me and fight me? I don't want it. You love me, but you willing to do some shiesty, shady stuff against me, knowing all of the obstructions and challenges that our people have faced? I don't want it. You love me, but you willing to cross me at any business deal or any business opportunity? I don't want it. Oh, you say you go to church, you love the Lord, you praising God, but you sitting up here talking down about me and my family and the stuff that we got? I don't want it. You okay with hurting my baby and making sure that your baby good? I don't want it. And see, when you know what you don't want, you set boundaries and examples of what you do want. See, guys know that they can't call me at any time of the night. You're not calling me at 1 o'clock in the morning. You ain't calling me after 10 o'clock, my ninja. Unless you're talking about something that's got to do with the next day and it's of some urgency. I ain't kicking it with you on the phone. You're not about to what you doing me to death. I'm doing me. Is you doing me with me or is you doing you with you? Because at the end of the day, I've already been a wife. So when you've already been a wife, you already know there's an expectation. I've already been a girlfriend, okay? I already know what the expectation is. I done been a side chick too. See, some of y'all don't want to be honest. Y'all don't want to be honest about y'all stuff. I've been there too. And I don't want that. I done been with somebody who had somebody. And I thought in my mind, they gonna lead somebody for me being somebody. See, y'all don't want to be honest because you thought you was so such and much, and you had that whippersnapper and that clap back, and you had that schlong that was long and powerful. You thought he was gonna leave her for him, and she was gonna leave you for that one, and then you get your feelings hurt. Because at the end of the day, love requires you to have feelings. And if you're tuning in, you're listening to I said it, and before I take it back, I'm going to add more to it. Listen, I'm having some amazing events this weekend. We are doing, today, we're learning how to crochet. And one of the reasons why I partnered with Zsa Zsa, one of my great colleagues and great friends that I grew up with at Mackenzie. She's one of my sorority sisters, and she's a crocheting expert. And I wanted to offer skills that people don't often have. I know men and women that don't even know how to sew. This was a part of our culture. This is Black History Month. I'm going to always stay in line and aligned with what God has for me to do. See, I ain't worried about what you're doing because I'm too focused on what I'm doing. And when you genuinely love somebody, you are going to support what they're doing if it's positive. See, a lot of us, we ready when it's negative. When it's time to party, turn up, smoke some weed, have a drink. When it's time to do all the fun stuff that you want to do, you there. But when it comes down to actually genuinely supporting the people that you actually love, that love ain't really there. And this is why I had to make it make sense in my mind, and I had to pull together teams of individuals who had the same heart as me. See, sometimes you think people got the same love as you because that's what they saying. But what they saying ain't matching up with what they doing. See, your words and your walk got to match. This is why some of your blessings are being held up. See, a lot of us I talk about my manifesting Monday, but my walk and my talk match. Okay? My walk match my talk, and my talk match my walk. So when God looks at my book of deeds, good and bad, he'll go down and say, okay, when she said she was going to do this for the homeless, she did. When I told her to forgive, even if they don't apologize, when I told them to forgive, she did. See, when I said love your enemies, she did. Oh, okay. So let me look down the line. Okay. When she turned her other cheek, when she could have bust their face in, okay, daughter, I can bless you. Because see, God gonna look at your track record. He not gonna look at how somebody else did you. He gonna look at how you did them. And this is one of the reasons why, if you're tuning in, Black love matters. Because when you genuinely love yourself, Let's start there. When you genuinely love yourself, it's easy to love other people for who they are. Okay? When you love yourself, yourself, your boy-headed self, you without the eyelashes, you without the bra, you without the waves, you without the money, you without the car, you, just you. You. When you learn to love you, despite how anybody else feels about you, you can learn to love other people where they are. See, I didn't get that concept and I didn't understand that concept because I didn't love me. I liked me. I was confident about my abilities. I was confident in the fact that I looked better than most, but I didn't love me. And see, when you start loving you, you start looking at life differently. And see, although this pandemic has been stressful and definitely more than some of us could handle, and it's been difficult and frustrating at times, it taught us some things about ourselves that we kept sweeping under the rug. It taught us about things that's going on in our country that we keep ignoring, but you can't ignore it no more when that's all you got to look at. They still killing us. They still hanging us. They still falsely arresting us. They still allowing certain things to slide for other ethnicities that they ain't letting slide. It's other states that can't even sell cannabis, but it's a bunch of black people in prison for selling weed. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. But then you can't overlook your own ego and your own pride to show that genuine, real love that we need to be sharing with one another. It don't mean, like I said last week, that all skin folk is kinfolk, because that don't mean nothing. I got relatives that I look at all the time and I be like, we grew up in the same household? Couldn't be. Couldn't be, bro. Couldn't be. Because we ain't cut. We came up in the same crib, but we cut from different cloths. Because when you move a certain type of way, you don't want no fake love that feels real. See, I want everything real about me. And the only thing fake about me is my hair, my lashes, and my nails. That part. Because at the end of the day, when you genuinely care about your community and you genuinely care about your family and you genuinely care about the people that you say you love and you care about your business and you care about your body and you care about your mind, you do things that will help it. You don't just talk and complain. Oh, these kids getting on my nerves. I need a break. Well, go get a break. Go take a break. Somebody go find a babysitter or take the kids with you. My mama has 7 kids. It's kind of hard to take a break when you got 7 kids, but she found a way. She would find a way to take a break and make a break for herself. And the more seasoned that I get, the more I understood my mom. And I promise you, the love that I have for my mother, I wish that I could express that right now in this moment because of the mindset that I have now versus then. See, when we're kids growing up, we look at our parents as our parents. We don't look at them as women and men and individuals with their own lives, their own dreams, their own expectations, their own hiccups. And the thing about it is although I didn't grow up with my mom like my son grew up with me. When I had my son, I was 17. I was a kid. So here it is. I'm a kid raising a kid. When my mom had me, she was 20. 19, 20 years old. She's tapping into adulthood. And at the end of the day, one of the things that I learned about my mom is that my mom showed so much real love to people. It's hard to look at people you genuinely really love and only turn around and get fake love back. I want a refund. I think sometimes I gave out too much good love to people. I want that love back. I want a refund. Have you ever gave somebody some good sex and you say, you know what, I want my sex back? No, you done wasted my vagina miles and you ain't That's why I can't. You not gonna talk me to death. You not gonna falsify what you capable of. You not gonna feed me no smoke up my behind. I don't want it. Because if it comes with stuff that I didn't ask for, I don't want it. And if you're tuning in, we're talking all about Black Love Matters. And see, one of the reasons why I have my sister Asia Asia Nicole Creations, Asia Osaka doing crocheting is because these are things that we learned growing up. When I grew up and I was at Charles R. Drew Middle School in Chicago in Wyoming, I had a teacher named Miss Humphrey, and she had this little bob. And every day she wore these African clothes and dashikis, and she'd be like, "Show you right," and we would be laughing. But I was so intrigued. I've always been intrigued with school. I always loved English. I always loved Black history. I was all while everybody else didn't want to hear about it. I wanted to know where I came from. I wanted to know, how did we as a people get here? How did we go from kings and queens and owning Egypt's and lands and continents to here? And I'm going to tell you how. Greed, ego, pride, manipulation. These are things that came into play in our communities, came into play into our African villages, mismanaged those leaders, and they got hoodwinked and bamboozled. And then now we're held captive and enslaved, and now we got to fight our way out for freedom. This is one of the reasons why they don't want to give us reparations. They don't want to give it to us because they know they owe it to us. There are people who owe you genuine love. There are people who you genuinely love that owe you that same love back, but they may not give it to you even though you know you deserve it. They know what they did to us. It don't take a rocket science. Why you think that the legislation and the Congress is working so hard to eradicate and eliminate having Black history and showing enslavement in the school system? When I found out they weren't celebrating Black History Month at Cass when my son was going there, because his teacher, social studies teacher, the white man, Mr. Kohler, he was not obligated to teach Black history in a predominantly Black community, in a predominantly Black people of color school system. How do you eliminate and find it okay when you have a school board that's predominantly Black? See, this is why people got to ask and do the right things and ask the right questions. We complain about some of the most scandalous things that mean and affect nothing. Our children's water was being poisoned and parents was acting like it was Kool-Aid in the water. Do you hear what's being said to you? That the water is being poisoned with bacteria and lead in the water, the same way they poison Flint. Is right here within our city. But see, when you start getting all these big bucks and all this money coming to play, people start forgetting what we're supposed to be focusing on. And then our children suffer because we all out here, we turned up. We having a good time. We living our best life and our children are suffering. See, this is one of the reasons why you got to understand either your circle that's supposed to love you, they'll either be your freedom or they'll be your cage. See, there are certain people that I love being around. You know why? Because when I'm around them, I get free of thought. My expression, my mind, my vibes, the energy is love. I show love because that's what I want back, even if you don't have the capacity to give it to me. Anybody that knows me knows if we were cool and you see me out here in the street, I'm always going to show you the same exact genuine love. I don't care if it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. I don't care if it's in the morning, the afternoon, or at night. I don't care if we're with dignitaries or we with the lowdowns. I don't care if we with the crackheads or the criminal of crime. At the end of the day, you show genuine, real love because that's what's in you. Some people can't show you real, genuine love because they don't got it. They don't got it. They don't got it. And you can't expect certain things from people who don't have it. I can't expect you to love me because you don't love you. I can't expect you to support me because you ain't going to support you. I can't expect you to show me real love because you've been showing me fake love this whole time. See, I had to learn to be at peace with certain people, certain situations, certain things in my love life, certain things in my life as a whole. Because at the end of the day, sometimes people have, they have certain situations and scenarios that they grew up in that doesn't allow them to love at the capacity in which they should. It's just like you meet a guy and he starts off being nice and you like him and he doing what he's supposed to do and whatnot. He did all those things to get you. Then you get comfortable and then he ain't doing those things no more. And now you looking over there and he looking over there and ain't nobody communicating. See, when the love is real and the love is genuine, You're going to have them tough, uncomfortable conversations. See, love requires you to be held accountable. And that's something that we don't ever want to be. See, we want to be held accountable when good things are connected to the accountability. But when bad things are connected to that accountability, we don't want nothing to do with it. I told a relative the other day, I said, how can you say you genuinely love me if you was willing to sit around and have negative conversations about me and I ain't did nothing to you? What kind of love was that? It's cage love. Because cage love will keep you bound. Free love will keep you liberated. See, I want love that makes me want to get up in the morning. And that's love. It's love out there like that. I want friendships that ain't competing with me. I want friendships where they build you up and they supporting you and they showing up for you and they clapping for you just like I did for them. Because see, there are some relationships that I looked at and I said, no, that wasn't equal. And see, sometimes you are going to be in certain relationships where you're going to have to hold your own weight and you may have to carry the weight of somebody else. As a mother, being a mother raising my son, I had to come into the mindset that I may be a mother that's single and raising a Black young man. And as hard as that was for me to accept, knowing that my son father 10 blocks up, 3 blocks over, it was hard for me to accept that. But because I love my son, it's real love that runs through my veins for my son, Tayshawn. And I'm going to do whatever it takes for my child. This is why I don't understand how parents can have kids and not be involved in their children's life. You playing a dangerous game with your own blessings, with your own manifestation. You out here trying to be successful, but you ain't doing right by the very things that God gave you. There are some things that God put in your hands that you are responsible for. And when you choose to not be responsible for the things that God put in your hands, he says, I can't give you nothing else until you do right by what I gave you. See, this is one of the things that I love about real love. And if you're tuning in, you're listening to, I said it before I take it back. Y'all already know what I'm going to do. What am I going to do? Add more to it. Listen, I'm talking all about love me not. Black love matters. Because when Black love matters, you start asking questions. Like, I ain't seen such and such in a while. I need to call and check on them. Let me go check on my strong friends. We're seeing an increase in suicide, an increase in murder, and we're going to keep seeing an increase in it. You know why? Because people are not addressing things that they need to address. People are acting like they're fine. People are depressed, suppressed, and oppressed. You got to understand, our people have been oppressed. We've already been oppressed. Centuries, decades, generations of oppression. Intentional oppression. So if you know that we have been intentionally oppressed, meaning we have been put down, not being able to get up, we have been oppressed to a point where we get depressed. And what do people do when they're depressed? They smoke, they drink, they go to addiction, they go into depression, they go into anxiety. And what do? You start creating substance, you start developing habits. Now, it's one thing if you're casually doing it here, you're doing your little thing, but when it becomes something that you need to cope, now we're tapping into an area where you need some connectivity. And what has the pandemic done? It has disconnected us. Get 6 feet away. Get back, put your mask on. Don't hug me. Don't touch me. We are electric human beings. Our bodies are made of electric neurons and neutrons and energies and atoms. Our bodies are made up of these things, and 90% of it is water. And what do you use water? Electricity. So there's electricity waves coming through our bodies and in our veins. This is why you can tell when somebody's vibration is high and when somebody's vibration is low. You can tell when somebody got good energy and great vibes, and you can tell when somebody's energy is off. Because guess what? It's electric. It's magnetic. I have a personality that I draw people to me. It ain't because I want to. I be in the store minding my business. And next thing I know, somebody be like, oh, I like your eyes. Or I love your makeup. And I'm like, thank you. I like yours too. Or rakakakaka. Y'all know how I go. I goes. because I want people to feel that love. You don't know what people dealing with. The day I lost my father, the day after Thanksgiving, was one of the most devastating days of my life because I didn't understand why my father committed suicide. I didn't understand. He didn't feel the love. Nobody reassured him of the love. I had talked to him the day before, the day on Thanksgiving, and I said, Daddy, I love you. I'll see you later. I'll talk to you soon. Sometimes we think we're doing enough when we barely doing what we needed to do. I could have been a better daughter and loved on my father a lot more because we don't know what people are going through. And although we look at our loved ones and our parents as big and strong and tough and being able to deal with certain things, and we're resilient people, and we have the ammunition to get up and the gumption to go after the things that we want to go after, but we're doing it with tears in our eyes. Our hearts are broken. And see, sometimes we don't want to love again because we've had to deal with so much fake love and recover ourselves and our hurt and recover that hurt that we don't want to love again. And I felt that way sometimes too. When my best friend, that at least I thought she was my friend, decided to sleep with my baby daddy while I was going off to college, that was devastating. It took me years to get over that. And it wasn't because I wanted him back. It was the betrayal. It was the fact that I know two people that I thought genuinely cared about me, my son, my family. We knew each other's families. We grew up together. So it was the ultimate betrayal. And it felt like, what kind of love do you really have for me if this is how you moving? This is why you got to pay attention to what people do, not what they say. See, women, because we want to hear those sweet nothings in our ear, or because we have a large number of men that are single and lonely and looking for love. And just a little shameless plug, we're having a speed dating event Monday, February 14th on Valentine's Day. So make sure you click the link and get on Eventbrite and go to Month of Melanin on Eventbrite, because we're doing a speed dating. There's too many of you single folks that's traveling and going over here and going over there. You need a companion. I had to tell a guy the other day, stop calling me, because you want a companion and I'm about business. You want to kick it. And this ain't the kick it crew. We ain't kicking it. We ain't kicking it. We ain't talking. We do business. So because you lonely, you call me. And see, I'm not lonely. So I'm not sitting on the phone with you. And see, there are people who are lonely. So I feel like you lonely. You need somebody. Ultimate speed dating. Let's go. You want to be with somebody, because let me tell you something. In order for you not to be lonely and in order for you not to be single, you're going to have to date. And sometimes you're going to date some duds. And sometimes you're going to date some frogs. You know, I go out and I date. Okay? Date me, baby. We dating. Okay? I'm out here. My son in college. Let's go. What's up? What we doing? I'm ready. What time we meeting? Where we meeting at? Because ain't nobody picking me up and ain't nobody coming to my crib. See, a lot of us got to understand boundaries when it also comes to love. See, I love myself so much that I know that there are some crazy people out here, right? And you don't know what's attached to some of these crazy folks. My mother was stabbed in her hand. Woman jumped out the bushes. With a butcher's knife. Big one. A big butcher's knife. Like butcher's knife. Like butcher's knives. Like Scream. Butcher's knife. Like Jason, butcher's knife. Michael Myers, butcher's knife. I ain't talking about a little kitchen knife. I'm talking about Okay? Jumped out the bushes on my mama. My mama and my brother's dad, they was coming from the African festival in Detroit, from Hart Plaza. And my mom, she was all cute, had a little African outfit on, you know what I'm saying? She was fine. I love my mama. And the lady, she jumped out the bushes. Boom! My mom put her hand up. Knife went right through her hand, straight through. You know why? Because that woman had love for the man that my mama was with. And she had so much love for the man that she was with that she was willing to harm my mother to get to that man. And see, there are some women, they crazy over their men. I don't suggest that you become one of those crazy psycho women who put all their eggs in a basket of love and they get nothing in return. I feel so bad for women who hang on to relationships because that's all they got. I feel bad for women and men who stay in relationships because of the children. I feel bad for men and women who stay in relationships because of whatever the case may be. And at the end of the day, yes, some things you do got to fight for, and you got to build your family and your strong family. But if you're miserable, there are people that are in relationships that are miserable. You're miserable. And you are more miserable now because stuff ain't open the way it was. There are captions and boundaries on certain things. And so because you can't operate in the fullness of what you used to be and what you used to do, you become miserable. And you tolerate being in relationships that you know ain't no good for you because you want to be with somebody, because you lonely. How many of us have lowered our standards just to be with somebody? And this is why the love you have for yourself has to be at an all-time high. Because when a person don't love you no more or didn't love you from the jump and they find it easy to walk away from you, what are you left with? People get tripped up because they left with the residue of the relationship that they once had. But when you love yourself, even though that residue may linger, you love you more. I'm about to be sitting around in the bed crying, eating ice cream, losing sleep, losing hair that I don't have over somebody that didn't mean me no good. Because if you genuinely meant me some good, we'd still be cool. And what I know is that when a person genuinely has love for you, you can separate a relationship amicably. I do that because I got to make sure I'm pronouncing and enunciating words properly. You can end a relationship on good terms. I know plenty of people who do it. I know plenty of people who have walked away from relationships and you know what, baby, this ain't working out. I love you. I care about you, but, or we cool, or, I'm not looking for a relationship right now. See, some of us don't want to have that uncomfortable conversation. I dated a guy and we had broke up, and I loved him so much, y'all. I was so he was all tatted up and everything. He was all thuggy or whatever, but he had some gentleness to him. He loved God and everything. But he wasn't ready. He wasn't ready when I was ready. And sometimes women, we may feel like we're ready and it's go time and we want somebody that's ready to go too. And one of the things that I knew about me and his relationship is when we decided to part ways, we were still cool. So cool to the point where while I was dating other guys, he would be sitting on the porch drinking wine with my mama. And I would be like, why are you over here? Oh, well, your mom said she had wanted some wine, so I just decided to bring her some. Now, I know he still wanted to be in a relationship, but at that point in my life, that's not what I was looking for. And see, sometimes you got to understand, what do you want? Stop playing with people like you know what you want, and that ain't really what you want. You really want a woman? That's what you should be focused on. You really want a man to court you? Then stop being out here in these streets. Because then ain't nobody going to take you serious. And see, at the end of the day, real love can't be erased. See, I have a vibe and a vibration that cannot be erased. It cannot be replaced. You cannot act like it don't exist. It is a power within itself. And when you genuinely have real love and you genuinely show real love to people who you've loved, they don't forget you. There are men in your life right now, ladies, that have never forgotten the love you gave them. And it didn't have nothing to do with sex. It didn't have nothing to do with sex. There are some men in your life, ladies, that will never forget the love that you genuinely showed them. The support you genuinely showed them. This is why certain men look for certain aspects of their mother in their women. Because if they had a mother that was loving and caring, guess who they're going to look for? They're going to look for a mother that was loving and caring. And see, at the end of the day, when you genuinely have that love, it cannot be erased. Years can go by. And they'll remember, oh, I remember how, such and such used to do this. And it's the same thing with men. Men and women both remember the people in their lives that showed them genuine, real love when they were at their highest points in life and when they were at their lowest. Because see, one of the things that I've learned is that when you genuinely love, nobody can question that. See, this is one of the things that I love about God. God sent his only begotten son, and he said in his word, John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whoever shall believe in him shall not perish but have everlasting life. You can't forget love like that. When somebody give you something that they really didn't have. When my brother was in prison and I was going to visit him, I didn't have money to travel and get on 96 to go visit him, but the love I had for my brother, knowing that he needed a visitor. Some days I didn't have $20 to put on his JPay, but the love that I had for him allowed me to put whatever I had. I found another $20. Let me go make sure my brother got some money on his books. Because see, when you genuinely love who you love, you will make sacrifices for the loves that you have, for the people that you love. Love comes with sacrifice, and love comes with accountability. This is why when you genuinely say you love your people, power to the people, anytime and every time we need to vote, we need to be voting. Anytime and every time there's a meeting that we need to be present for, when it comes to the decisions in our counties, our cities, our communities, we need to be present for them. We don't need to be present after the fact, after it's done, after the white folks then persuaded the black folks that's in leadership to not love their people and to side with the money. Because at the end of the day, the money, the white folks got that money, and the black folks is trying to get the money and maintain the money. We talking about 400 years of oppression, 400 years of making sure that you don't get nothing. And if you do get something, you barely got it. And if you do got it, you're going to try to hold on to it and maintain it. And the more you hold on to it, the tighter it seems to slip out your hands. See, one of the things that I also learned when it comes to love, and if you're tuning in, you already know you're listening to Yeah, I Said It, and before I take it back, I'm going to add more to it. I'm talking about real black love matters. Black love matters because it does. See, when you genuinely have a love for your people, a true love, a real love, a genuine love for your people, you won't look at things the same. Things won't be the same. You won't feel the same. You won't operate in the same way that you once did, because guess what? You looking at things a lot differently. A lot differently. I'm sorry, y'all. This little thing over here acting crazy. But you won't. You'll be looking at a certain situation like, okay, what kind of love is this? This is not the love that I want, and this is not the love that I believe I deserve. And when you know that that's not the love that you want and that's not the love you deserve, you don't get nothing less. I don't want nothing less. Because see, there are people that don't know the love that you genuinely have because they're so used to dealing with fake love. You know, John B had a song. I love John B. He had a song, They Don't Know. And see, sometimes people can hate on the love that you have for others and want to hinder that. It's like you got love for somebody and they mad because you got love for them. So they going to hate on that love. Oh, you like them? See, a lot of businesses and a lot of relationships get hindered because you can't stand up for the people you love against the people who don't love them. And if you don't understand what I'm saying, let me repeat it. Some of us miss out on genuine love and genuine relationships and friendships because somebody else don't got love for them. Somebody else don't deal with them. Somebody else feel like a certain type of way. And most of us are followers and not leaders. And we'll be like, oh yeah, I don't like them either. What are we, in middle school? Now, don't get me wrong. There is a sense of loyalty that comes with love. I'm not about to be hanging out with my friends' enemies. That ain't gonna work. Because if I love my friend and I feel like my friend has been hurt by this person and my friend has expressed hurt from this person, then I'm going to question, okay, what type of person are you? But I'm also going to say, okay, that's an issue between y'all. Okay? Because see, some of us get in stuff that don't got nothing to do with us. We co-sign foolishness, but then we say Black Lives Matter. We co-sign these people arguing and these people fighting and these people disrespecting and these people doing this, but then we throw up the fist and the Black Lives Matter. Which one is it? Do we really matter? Or is that the trending thing to say? See, a lot of us want the trend and not what's really necessary for what we need in this moment in our lives. And that's real love. Because real love matters. Black love matters. Love me or love me not. And if you're tuning in, you're listening to Yeah, I Said It. And before I take it back, I'm going to add more to it. Listen, join us this weekend for our Valentine's Day festivities. We are going to have an amazing time. Saturday night, we are doing game night and a candid conversation, love, sex, and relationships. Because I'm going to tell you something. In this world, we oftentimes want to emulate what we see. And when my ex-husband and I got married, my ex-husband thought I was going to be like my first lady. And I am not my first lady. I'm Zsa Zsa. And even at times, my first lady couldn't be herself because of the expectations that we have and we put on one another. The minute that she do something out of place, the love will change. And so sometimes we put false expectations on relationships. Your relationship should not be predicated upon somebody else's relationship. Now we don't believe in love because Megan and Devon Franklin ain't married no more. Now we want to be single because grandma and granddad ain't together no more. No, that shouldn't even be part of your mindset. But because we limit our view of thinking based upon what we see and not what we know. We know we deserve better, but, well, I got this right here, so I might as well go on and take it. No. Why would you take something if you know you don't want it? You wasting people's time. You wasting the love that you genuinely say that you have for someone. So Saturday night, we're having the candid conversation about love, sex, and relationships. And then Sunday, we're doing a Valentine's Day brunch. Because there's nothing like having genuine love and friendships. And ladies, it is so difficult to find genuine friendships that's not going to look at you like an enemy or competition or make you feel less than or minute. Because we have the tendency to turn our nose up if it's not in our comfortability zone. I genuinely love seeing women strive and be their best selves, as well as men. That I take great pride in that, but that's me. Some people don't feel comfortable in a room with other people that may look better than them or are better than them because it makes them feel inferior and insecure. See, there are a lot of people who show their insecurities. They say they got love for themselves. They say they got love for their people, but when it comes down to actually doing that, it's like being in a room with somebody who you know has a more qualified skill than you. And the first thing that you think of in your mind is, oh, I'm not qualified enough. No, that's not showing yourself real love. That's showing yourself that you're insecure and that your self-esteem is low and that you don't believe and have enough faith in yourself that you belong in the room. See, a lot of people ask me, how are you so confident and how do you just go? I go in there because guess what? I got a season and a flavor that none of y'all got. You can sound like me, look like me, but you won't be me. And that's vice versa. When you know that you bring a certain vibration, a certain vibe, and a certain energy, and a certain talent, and a certain gift to the table, listen, baby, you may be the salt, but I'm the pepper. You may be the garlic salt, but listen, I'm the parsley. And see, when you understand the power that you possess, you also understand another person's power. My power don't take away from your power. If anything, it's two powerful people in the room getting ready to make it happen. But when you insecure, when you got low self-esteem, the first thing you think of is, oh, she thinks she better than somebody, or oh, she always trying to do something, or who she thinks she is, somebody that's trying to make it, somebody that's trying to build generational wealth, somebody that's trying to stop generational curses, somebody that's trying to live my best life. You mad at that, knowing that we were enslaved and we started off as kings and queens, and I'm trying to get back to that? You don't love yourself. And you don't love your people. You can't be up here talking about Black Lives Matter and you talking about your own family. You dogging out your own love, your own blood. What kind of love is that? Again, what did I say earlier? I don't want it. I don't want that. That's why I look at certain people and I say to myself, oh, okay. Because sometimes you got to keep it moving. You can't invest certain energies into certain situations that don't result in the return on your investment. See, when I genuinely love people, I know I may not get the return on that love from you, but I know I'm going to get it from somebody else. See, sometimes we're expecting the love that we give out to others to come back to us. And that may not always be the case. See, I'm sure Leon Hayes in Mississippi, who had his head decapitated, I'm sure Isaiah Williams and Amir Locke never thought or anticipated that they would be murdered or killed. But see, when you got real, genuine love for people, you going to ask the right questions and you going to fight for the people that you love. But see, when we stop fighting, we start losing. We lose out on our families. We lose out on homes. We lose out on finances. We lose out on relationships. When we start looking past certain situations and not addressing the stuff that we need to address, we lose every time. When you don't address the issue up front, this is why I love me. I'm going to say what needs to be said. Now, either you going to roll with it or you going to roll against it. Okay, if you rolling with it, cool. This is what we doing. If you rolling against it, that's cool too. See, because at the end of the day, you also got to respect how a person feel. We ain't going to agree. We two different individual people. We don't have the same mindset. So because we don't have the same mindset, we see things differently. And because we see things differently, my viewpoint as to how I feel may not be wrong. It just may not be as accurate for this particular moment. And this is why if you really love you, if you really love your people, if you really love God the way you say you do, you will operate in a different way than you have in times past. Certain conversations you don't even entertain. Oh, you talking about them? Oh, nope, I don't even want to be in that conversation. I'm straight. I want to be in the conversations where they talking about how to get the millions and get to the bag and maintain the bag. Not talking about, did you see such and such video? Yeah, I seen it. So, did you hear what such and such said? Yeah, I did. What that got to do with me? What do that got anything to do with my money, my bills, yeah, I saw it. I can't waste my energy talking about it. Because if I sit on the phone for an hour talking to you about what somebody else doing, guess what? That's an hour I could have been focused on my brand, on my business, on my life, on my love. But see, some of us, we get caught up in the cattiness of blackness, the cattiness of drama. You know why? Because some of us are so used to trauma and drama, and we think that that's love. We think that the trauma and drama that we've grown up with and the lack thereof, this is normal. A lot of the way that we grew up was not normal. Being in a single parent household, that's not normal. You were supposed to be in a 2-parent household. Somebody dropped the ball. Having to raise your children on your own, that's not normal. Having our parents getting locked up and in the penitentiary, that's not normal, but it becomes our normal because that's what we know. And because that's what we know, we think that it's acceptable. And so as we grow older and we realize, that wasn't real love that I was getting. That was hate. That was misery. That was malice. That what I was getting from you, that wasn't love. You think it is because that's all you know. And then when you get exposed to somebody that genuinely cares about you, genuinely loves you, genuinely wants to be your friend, now you understand the value of genuine relationships. This is one of the reasons why good men and good women can't love the way that they want to love, is because they've been hurt by other people. And so now you on guard. And because you on guard, because somebody mishandled you and they mishandled your heart, and now you don't want to put your heart in somebody else's hands because you don't want it to get hurt. See, one of the things that I loved about my grandma was she was married 3 times. And her love for each one of those families that she was a part of never changed. Some people will disassociate themselves once the love has disappeared. And see, when you genuinely love yourself and you genuinely love your people, you're going to carry that love and it's going to be the same. See, my grandma genuinely cared about people. And I know this because she would call and say, hey, I ain't heard from you. I'm just making my rounds. I'm just checking. I just wanted to tell you I love you. It don't got to be long and drawn out because when it's real, you know it's real. And that little bit of time that I got on the phone with my grandma just for her to check on me and Tayshawn and Marshawn and to make sure that we were okay. Guess what? After I got off the phone, it sparked an energy in me. Oh, my grandma loved me. She checked on me. Don't it feel good when somebody love you and check on you? Don't it feel good when you get the love that you've given out? Don't it feel good when you find somebody that has the same mindset? They ain't the same person, but they feel you. They understand you. They on the same page as you. You don't feel like a weirdo. You don't feel less than. You don't feel like a burden because when you genuinely have people around you that genuinely love you and care about you, they're going to make you feel that love. Love is an action word. It is a word for a display. When you love ice cream, you got to eat the ice cream in order to discover that you love it. When you love somebody and you fall in love with them, it is because they have put things in place to make you feel comfortable enough to let your guard down to love them. When you have love for your family or children, it's not because they did anything particularly special. It's because of how they made you feel. And when a person makes you feel loved, it's easy to want to love them back. It's hard to love somebody that makes love hard. I don't want to be around nobody where I gotta wonder if you love me, if you like me. I don't want to be around that. I don't want to be around no fake love, no fake energy. I don't want to be around none of that. I can't do it. I don't want it. Because when you realize what you do want out of life in general, from across the board, not just from your love life, not just from relationship goals, from the love you have for yourself. The love you have for yourself will permeate. What is it? Permeate? I think it's permeate. It will be expressed and expound throughout. The love you have within will be expressed outwardly. And people will genuinely know when you genuinely love yourself because it will show. You love yourself by taking care of your body, exercising, doing things that don't cause you to be stressed out, staying away from people who stress you out. When you love yourself, you don't tolerate certain conversations. When you love yourself, you don't tolerate certain people doing anything to you, talking to you any kind of way, being any kind of way with you, mishandling you. Some of us go back to the same retarded relationships and situationships, and then you talking about, but I love him. How? How you love him? You don't love you. You don't love you. Because if you loved you, you wouldn't tolerate the love that they give you. And that's the bare minimum. I want the maximum. Give me the maximum for my love. Because I deserve it. And so do you. And we can't get into a place where we allow certain situations in our lives to hinder us from showing that real love. Black-owned businesses should be popping all Black History Month. All Black History Month, you should be shopping for black. You should be intentional about spreading the Black wealth and the Black love. You should be intentional about supporting Black-owned businesses and your friends' businesses and your family members' businesses. You should be intentional about sharing that real, genuine love. But if it ain't real, they can't share it. That's why certain things I don't expect from certain people. You can't give me something you ain't got. You can't share something with me that you're not willing to share with yourself. And see, I want equal or nothing. I want equal or nothing. I don't want it. If you can't give it to me equally, if the reciprocity is not back and forth, I don't want it. You not about to have me posting your flyers, but you can't post mine. You can't have me talking about you want to come, you want me to show up at your event, but you can't show up to mine. You can't have me wanting to do stuff for you, but you can't do nothing for me. You want me to watch your kids, but you can't watch mine. You want me to give you a ride, but you can't give me a ride. You want me to show up on your behalf, but you won't show up on my behalf. You want me to be loyal to you, but you can't be loyal to me. That's not the love I want. I don't want it. I don't want it. Because the people that genuinely love me, they rocking with me. The people that genuinely support me, they genuinely support me. So you got people that's watching what you do, and then you got people that genuinely love you and they supporting what you do. From reposting it, to liking it, to commenting on it, to sharing it, to talking about you in rooms. When the love is real, they want you to have real success. When the love is real. When the love is real. I rock with you too, baby. When the love is real. When the love is real, you want to see people win that look like you. When the love is real, though. When the love ain't real and genuine, you frowning up. You acting like you proud. You typing out congratulations. You sliding in a DM talking about I'm proud of you. But see, when you really got real love, you want everybody to know I love them. That's my dog. You ain't gonna want to be in love in secret, are you? You ain't gonna want your man or your woman being all in love with you in private, but then in public they acting like they don't know you. Because see, that's that fake love that a lot of people like to show and share. Oh, on social media, oh, everybody cool, but then when you see me in real life, you on some real life weirdo stuff? Oh, but when you see me in real life, we cool, but then on social media, you would act like you don't know. Y'all pick a side and stay there. This is why I told somebody yesterday, I said a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. All of them. All the ways. If you are double-minded, meaning you go back and forth, teeter-tot, you lukewarm, you on this side one day, you on that side one day. It's hard for you to be genuine and show genuine love and interest when you are playing the field, when you are playing that fine line. I don't want it. And listen, I feel bad for those people who are getting it and are stuck in it. There's some people that are stuck in some love relationships or relationships that didn't mean them no good. And see, at the end of the day, you're going to have to start paying attention and stop living in denial. A lot of us are not paying attention to the people that are loving us and the people that we love. And see, a lot of us are in denial. We're in denial because we love people so much. You know, I love my son, but I won't dare hinder him. I'm not going to be an enabler because I'm not about to have my son be 40 years old, living with me and his kids and his baby mama. I ain't doing that. I love my son, but I don't love him enough to be an enabler. And see, a lot of us love people, but we are delusional. We act like certain things are okay that are not okay. And we tolerate them as if it's okay. And then we wonder why certain things happen the way that they happen, because we end up tolerating stuff that we shouldn't even be tolerating. Because we don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. Because we don't want to be honest and genuine with ourselves. Because we don't want to be confrontational. But when you genuinely love yourself and you genuinely love your community, confrontation is a part of the process. It don't mean you intentionally trying to hurt nobody, but you need to speak up and say what needs to be said. Hey, I don't like how you treating me. I don't like how you handling my heart. I don't like how you operating. Your love is questioning my love for me. I don't like that. And if I feel like at any given point in time in my life that I got to question my love for me because of you, you got to go. You too expensive. That love too expensive. See, when you genuinely love yourself, you understand the price that you had to pay to love you. See, I understood what I had to go through to love me. I had to go through some things, and I had to go through the skeletons in my closet to love me. If your love costs me to go back to that person who I used to be, that love is too expensive and I don't want it. If I feel like I got to hurt you or harm you, I don't want it. I don't want no love that I got to question. I don't want no love that's going to make me feel less than. I don't want no love that's going to physically, verbally, mentally, spiritually harm and abuse me. I don't want it. If your love come with abuse, I don't want it. If your love comes with manipulation and you want to poke and pick and go through all of the things that a person's ever done, I don't want it. If we keeping score, I don't want it. I don't want no love that requires me to make me feel any type of way. If I got to feel some type of way, I don't want it. And that goes for business. That goes for my spirituality. That goes for my wellness and well-being. I like peace of mind. And I want to be with a partner that's going to give me that peace of mind. See, there are men out here, ladies, that ain't going to cheat on you. There are women out here, fellas, they ain't going to cheat on you because you know why? They like and enjoy the peace of mind knowing that my woman is my woman and that she ain't out here entertaining no other relationships. It's a beautiful peace of mind knowing, ladies, that you can go to work and you ain't got to worry about nobody being in your bed while you at work. That's a peace of mind to know that that your man can give another woman a compliment and not try to flirt with her. Because see, there are some situations where men and women show love to people, and it doesn't mean that they want to have sex with you. It don't mean they want to be in a relationship with you. Sometimes men and women need to give each other that real love and that real reassurance that we all need. We all need that real love and that real reassurance. We all need to be told we're doing a great job, or we could be doing better, or that wasn't cool what you did. And if you genuinely love them, if you genuinely rock with them, guess what? You're going to hold yourself accountable and you're going to make the necessary changes in order to what? Keep that relationship. These are things that we have to learn and unlearn when it comes to real love. And if you're tuning in, you're listening to Yeah, I Said It. And before I take you back, I'm going to add more to it. I'm talking all about Black Love Matters. Love me or love me not. Because at the end of the day, I love all of me. And I'm not going to let a single soul question the love that I have for myself because I earned it. I earned the pat on my back. I earned this smile I carry. I earned this heartbeat that I have. I earned this genuine love that I shared to other individuals. I went through the trenches. Even when people didn't show me real love, I still was showing them love. This is why God continues to allow me to manifest all the things that God has in store for me, because I was showing real love even when they weren't showing real love to me. And I'm going to tell you, even though you may not get the love that you show on other people, God is going to send you love through other people. I get blessings from people I don't even know because God knows the heart that I have and the heart that I carry for other individuals. So he allows strangers to bless me. He allows people that I don't even know to develop relationships with me. I just got a call the other day about a show that they waiting on a green light for, that they want me to audition. They called me. Somebody referred me for a TV show they waiting for the green light. And if you don't know what the green light means, it means it's going to be on syndicated TV. Not no bootleg channel, not no this, not no that. It's on a main channel. And it was all from a recommendation. So what that tells me is somebody has some real love for me, right? To recommend my artistry. Because they say, oh, she would make a great fit for this. And when you genuinely have love for your people, you put your people on. Not because you want them to feel obligated and pay you back, but because you want to see them win. When Black lives matter to us, Black love is going to matter to us as well. Our Black families are going to matter. Our Black dollars are going to matter. Our Black mental health is going to matter. But you got to love you in order for all those other things to matter as well. Listen, I love y'all so much. I hope that you guys come out to our events this weekend and celebrate a month of melanin with me. I'm super duper excited because I was a little bit what word am I looking for? I was a little bit frustrated and I felt like I didn't want to do it, but you know, God gives you a spirit of determination when you want to get certain things done. And when you have a spirit of determination, God will allow people in your life to come in and help you despite who was supposed to help you. God will send you the help that you need. God will use whatever and whoever to get you in the place where you need to be. But in order for you to get to that genuine place where you are supposed to be, you got to start with the real love first. You're going to have to. It's a necessity. It's a necessity. For God so loved the world that he gave. There got to be some real genuine love there. It got to be. Because if it ain't no real genuine love there, it's going to show in your craft. It's going to show in your relationship. It's going to show in how you treat your family. It's going to show in how you treat your kids. It's going to show in how you treat your relationship with God. When the love is genuinely there, you will know it. People know that my relationship with my son is genuine and real. You know why? Because without a camera, you know it. Without y'all even being around, you know that there's genuine love there. And the love that you genuinely have for another person, you'll see it. You'll see it and you'll know it. Listen, I love y'all. I want y'all to have an amazing Valentine's Day weekend. Continue to celebrate Black History Month and continue to be paying attention. Okay? Love requires you to pay attention. And when the love don't live there no more, neither do you. Vacate the premises. Okay? Don't be hanging around, lingering around with love that used to be there. Yeah, we used to be friends, but we ain't friends no more. Bye. Yeah, we used to date. We don't date no more. Bye. Yeah, it hurt. It don't feel good to be rejected. But guess what? Rejection is God's redirection. And I thank God that there were certain relationships and certain friendships that ended because in order for God to get me to my new beginnings, some things got to end. Like this podcast. I love y'all. Y'all been tuning in, listening to I Said It. I talked all about love me or love me not because Black love matters. Listen, I love y'all. We having Valentine's Day weekend. We're doing crocheting tonight. Listen, we are having a great time having our Valentine's Day brunch this Sunday, and then we're having our speed dating on Monday. And listen, I got some amazing things for the month of February. For a month of melanin because we still celebrating Black History Month. And listen, I want you all to pay attention to your community, stand up for what you believe in, and fight for your rights. Because if you don't fight for you, ain't nobody gonna fight for you. Yeah, I said it, and before I take it back, what I'm gonna do? Add more to it. And y'all know, y'all heard me the first time. Make sure y'all follow me on Facebook. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. You know Zsa Zsa because you do. Peace.